Ask Reddit, non-Americans who have been to the US, what is the weirdest thing about America that Americans don't realize is weird? How your medical ads show an old guy living life well because of X drug. He has the best time, the wife is having the best time, and it's all because of the drug making things better. The end of the ad is full of warnings about how this happy drug can potentially kill you and your family, nuke your dog, and make cats impotent. When we were flying between cities, I found it weird to look out of the side of the plane and see towns mid-flight. In Australia, once you leave the city's airspace, the landscape is completely barren until you arrive at your destination. Everything in America is huge. I don't just mean the people or portion sizes, because we all know about that, but the roads, the buildings, the ceilings, the space between everything. America is gigantic. It just feels larger than it does here. I'm Australian, but I've been to Asia, and size-wise it's similar to Australia, and I've seen Europeans say the same about America. Everything is bigger. I'm not sure if they find it weird or not, but as a Canadian who has been to a few states, gambling at gas stations in Montana. So damn weird. Edit. So I'm talking about slot/poker machines and sometimes a poker table or two in regular gas stations. Not just truck stops, not on native land. Find a street corner with some gas stations on it in Missoula, and odds are at least one of them has a mini casino inside. Clearly the fact that there are people to put your groceries in a bag for you. I've never been so stressed and uncomfortable that while I was watching this young girl taking care of my groceries. I went to Germany and was shocked that the cashiers are seated. They all stand here in the US, which is unfortunate. There's no real reason for it. I lived in Europe for 3 years, and didn't come back to America during that time. When I came back, I went to the bathroom at the airport, turned around to flush, and panicked thinking the toilet was overflowing. But nah, it was just the ungodly amount of water in the American pot. Lol. What's up with that? European here. To me, what was surreal was how openly they talk about guns and how many they have at home. Also, I took an Uber for 5 to 10 minutes to get back to the hotel, and the lady driving me super casually told me about how when she was a child in the Compton area, she'd be playing outside, lie to the ground when there was a drive-by, then just continue playing. Adding your taxes on at the register. Nearly everywhere else in the world, what you see on the shelf price is what you pay. It makes it easier to long-term budget and easier to know if you can afford something in the moment. Waste. Especially of food. I've seen half of a large pizza thrown in the garbage, simple as that. Broke something? Don't even bother fixing it, just throw it into the bin and buy another. I once went to a show in Broadway. They had special themed cups for the Phantom of the Opera show that you could purchase. They were made of glass. Some of the theater bought it, consumed it, and just left it there. They didn't even bother taking it home as a souvenir. They saw it, had the urge to buy it, and just did it. That's something insane for me. Must have been mentioned a couple of times already probably, but the fascination and freakishness of nudity and sex. You can't get enough of them, and at the same time you act like you loathe everything about these and all other human bodily functions. Also, seen on TV shows about bars, that people get to drink from tin cans and throw away cups in bars instead of glasses and draft beers, etc.